that organ and organ system of biozoology, that is chapter 4. So already in that we have learned that lot of other systems, that morphology of earthworm, then its systems, circulatory system, excretory system, digestive system and respiratory system. All these things we learned in earthworm through videos. Now we are going to learn the reproductive system of earthworm today. Children, are you ready? Okay, I am asking one question. Try to answer it. So how can you identify a earthworm whether it is female or male? How it is? Is it possible? Yes. Oh, it is not correct because we cannot separate earthworm as female or male, because do you know why? So earthworm is said to be a hermaphrodite. What it is said to be? Hermaphrodite. What is hermaphrodite? Both the reproductive organs are present in the same species. Both reproductive organs are present in the same species, so it is called as hermaphrodite. So we are going to, children, very good for try to giving the answer. So what is the correct answer? Earthworm, we cannot male or female worm. It is a hermaphrodite. So hermaphrodite means what? It is having both the sex. But it is prodandry. What is said to be prodandry? Pro. It's previously. Androus means male gamete. So male gamete matures previously. That first the male gamete get matured and then only the female gamete. Hence what happens? At the same time that the one worm's male gamete and female gamete fusion is not possible. Hence the cross fertilization will be takes place here. Okay. So let's go and learn deeply about the reproductive system of earthworm. Reproductive system of earthworm. So what is the first point I said? It is a hermaphrodite. So what is hermaphrodite? Both male and female reproductive system are present in same species. Understood? So this is called as hermaphrodite. And what I said, it is prodandrous. What is meant by prodandrous? The male reproductive organ get matured fast, then the mature earlier. So male reproductive organ get matured earlier and it produce gametes. Then the female. So it is called as prodandrous. It is called as prodandrous. So children, now we are going to learn about the male reproductive system of earthworm. So now we are going to learn about male reproductive system of earthworm. So first let us learn that significance or important that is organs of male reproductive system, and let draw the diagram and I will explain it. Okay. So what is that male reproductive organ? So male reproductive organ is pair of, that is two pairs of testes. So it has two pairs of testes in the segment of 9 to 10 one pairs and 10 to 11 one pairs. So it has two pairs of testes. It has two pairs of testes, and then it has testicular sac. So all the testes is covered by, or it is present inside the testicular sac, which is filled with the fluid. And next one, it has seminal vesicles. So this seminal vesicles also 4, and that is 2 pairs. So this seminal vesicles only the place for the maturation of the male gamete. So what it does? It allows the sperm with male gametes mature. Okay, and then the seminal vesicles. After the seminal vesicles, come down. So that is called as vas deferens, which is said to be vas deferens. And this vas deferens open into a gland is called as prostate gland. Prostate gland. And this prostate gland is associated with lot of accessory glands, and then it opens through a opening is called as male genital aperture, which is located in the 18th segment. So male genital pore is located in the 18th segment. Children, up to this clear? So okay. So earthworm, a pair of testes is there. So these pair of testes is located between 9 to 10, 2 pairs, and 10 to 11 segments, 2 pairs. So already the earthworm is divided in lot of compartments are there. So these compartments are said to be metamerism. We can call it as metamerism, isn't it? So okay. So this segmented body, and here it having the testes, 2 pairs of testes, which is protected by the testicular sacs, which is filled with the fluid and give protection for the testes. And next one, it having the seminal vesicles, 2 pairs of seminal vesicles, which allow the male gamete to mature inside it. And then it from the seminal vesicles, a tubal extant that is called as vas deferens, and that it lastly ended with the prostate gland, and then the prostate gland is combined with associated other accessory glands, and finally it opens through 18th segment through male genital pore. Children, let's learn by drawing the diagram. So we maximum from the 9th segment, so it having the testes, and before that from the 6th segment onwards it will be having a pouch-like structure that is called as spermatheca. So it is located between 6 to 7, 7 to 8, and 8 to 9. So 3 pairs of pouch. So it is called as spermatheca. So which is storing the sperm of other worm. Let's learn. Okay. So this is the earthworm. I am drawing from the 6th segment. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. 17, 18 and 19. Okay. So I am drawing from here. Okay. I am drawing the earthworm from the 6th segment. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 and 19. So totally I have drawn here 19 segments. Okay. So from first one, already I said between the 6 and 7 there is a pouch-like structure is called as spermatheca. So let's draw the spermatheca here. Children, take a note and draw along with me. Okay. So this is called as spermatheca. What did I say to me? This is called as spermatheca. Well, we will learn the uses of the spermatheca in the following. That is after finishing this reproductive organs, while we learning copulations, let's learn what is the main function of the spermatheca. Okay. So these are the spermatheca. I already said these spermatheca is present between the 6 and 7. Don't forget the segmental that is numbers. Okay. So 6 to 7, 7 to 8 and 8, 9. So in between the 6 to 7 that septum this spermatheca is attached with the septum. Okay. So this is spermatheca first pair, and this is second pair, and this is third pair. Now between the 9 and 10 there is a pair of testes. So here the testes is started with a small stalk, and it is having the small finger like projection. So stop, it followed by small finger-like projection. So this is called as what? This is called as, this also called as testes. What it is said to be? Testes. What is a testes? Testis is a male reproductive organ. Male reproductive organ. So after the testes, so this testis is located by a sac-like structure. So it is present inside the sac-like structure. So this sac is called as testicular sacs. What it is said to be? It is said to be testicular sac. What it is said to be? Testicular sac. Okay, and inside the testicular sac itself, this is after below the testes, a funnel-shaped structure which is made up of ciliary epithelium. Funnel-shaped structure. So do you know why it is present? So it is used to collect the male gamete. So here one funnel-shaped structure and also here one funnel-shaped structure. Okay. So this funnel-shaped structure, let's learn laterally. And for this testes, the seminal vesicle is located here in the 11th segment. Seminal vesicle, already said, it is a small sac-like pouch which is useful for the maturation of male gamete. For the testes, for this pair of testes, the seminal vesicle is present in the 11th segment, and for this testes, the seminal vesicle is present in 12th segment. Okay, so now I am drawing a seminal vesicle. So here it is small seminal vesicle. So it will be having small seminal vesicle, but here it will be having a big one. The seminal vesicle which is present here is a bigger one. So this is, so you know what is testicular sac? This big sac is said to be testicular sac. Okay. So and this is said to be, this also called as seminal vesicles. Understood, children? Even this two also said to be seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle. Seminal vesicle. Children, up to this clear? So between 9 and 10 a pair of testes, and between 10 and 11 a pair of testes. So the testis present inside the pouch-like structure is called as testicular sac. What is it be? Testicular sac. This testicular sac is filled with a fluid. So it is filled with a fluid. And then below the testis, a funnel-shaped structure which is made up of ciliary epithelium. So which is ciliated. So this funnel-shaped structure is why it is located beneath the same segments, because of collecting the sperms, to collect the sperms. Okay. And for this pair of testes, this pair of seminal vesicles present in the 11th segment, and for this pair of testes, that seminal vesicles are located in the 12th segment. I already said what is the seminal function of seminal vesicle. It is used to mature the male gamete. Okay. So let's connect this. So this funnel shape, and this forms a funnel shaped structure. And this funnel shaped structure, it connect the one tube will go to the seminal vesicle and again come back and it extends. Come back and extends like a tube. Extend like a tube. Clear? Likewise, from the second pair, here also a funnel will form and go, one tube is going inside the seminal vesicle and come back the matured one down like this. Clear, children? Again I am drawing here. So this, what it is, this funnel. So this funnel is converted into tube-like structure. So that will be connected with the seminal vesicle. This pair will connected with the small seminal vesicles and it will go to the seminal vesicle. Again from the seminal vesicle the tube will comes out and it ends like this. Come down like this. The tube will come down like this. Okay. So likely from the second pair of testes, this funnel will be again forming a tubular structure which go inside the seminal vesicle, and from the seminal vesicle a tube will comes out and it extends down like this. So up to, it moves up to the 16th segment. Okay. Okay. See, up to this clear, children? So here from the pair of testes, sperms are collected by the funnel, and from the funnel it moved toward the seminal vesicle, and from the seminal vesicle the tube will be extending down. This is called as vas deferens. Vas deferens. What it is said to be? Vas deferens. So here to a pair of vas deferens, here a pair of vas deferens. One is coming from the small seminal vesicles of this testis sperm, another one is a large seminal vesicles, the sperm which is collected from the second pair of testes. Children, up to this clear? Okay. So after that what happens? So this vas deferens will leads to a gland. This is called as accessory gland. It starts from the 16th segment up to the 19th segment. You can find a accessory gland over here. So from the 16th segment up to 19th segment. Okay, from 16th segment up to 19th segment, this is called as accessory, or it is said to be prostate gland. What it is said to be? Prostate gland. What it is said to be? Prostate gland. And this prostate gland will be having 4 opening. So 4 opening, and also it is associated with some other accessory glands. It associated with some other accessory glands. So here the prostate gland starts from 16th segment up to 19th segment. Along with the prostate gland, lot of other secretion also is there. That is called as accessory secretions. All are open through the small 4 openings. So this is called as papillae. What is said to be? Papillae. What is said to be? Papillae. Okay, especially and from the prostate, so it will go inside the prostate gland. So these tubes goes inside the prostate gland, and in the 19th segment, the tube is come from the ductus. So from here it moves inside the prostate, and from the prostate gland, a duct is coming out, and it opens in the 18th segment, which opens in the 18th segment. So this is called as male genital pore. What it is said to be? This is called as male genital pore. What it is said to be? Male genital pore, which is located in the 18th segment. Which segment? 18th segment. Children, up to this clear? So from the seminal vesicles, one vasa deferens from the seminal vesicle of 11th segment extends down, and one more is extends from the 12th segment seminal vesicles, like that opposite side also. So both pair of here one pair and here one pair. So these vasa deferens extends down and it enter into the prostate gland, which is extended or which is spread from 16th segment up to 19th segment. So these prostate gland is not only is useful for the maturation or for the male gamete expulsion. So it associated with some other associated glands, and these glands are opened by means of 4 pores, and these pores are called as papillae. What is said to be? Papillae. So from the vasa deferens, the male gamete enter into the prostate gland. Again, after entering into the prostate glands, these glands also producing certain fluids which helps and which nourish the male gamete and for the further process. Okay. So once it entered inside, another duct which comes from the prostate gland. So this is called as testicular sac. So this will be extends from the prostate gland and open through 2 pairs of pores. So which is called as what? Male genital pore. What is said to be? Male genital pore. And this is about the male reproductive system of earthworm. This is about the male reproductive system of earthworm. Children, I hope you all understood about the male reproductive systems. Once again, we will recall the male, that is what we learned today. So this one about the male reproductive system. So normally earthworm is said to be hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means we cannot separate both the sexes. So both sexes are present in the same worm. So it is called as hermaphrodite, and it is said to be protandrous. What is protandrous? The male gamete of earthworm matures earlier than the female gamete. So it is called as protandrous. So because of this only, a same worm, male gamete and female gamete cannot fuse and form the new worms. So instead of that, so the cross fertilization will take place. So this is the reason for that. And next one, if we take the male reproductive system, we can find 2 pairs of testes which is located between the 9th and 10th segment and 10th to 11th segment. And it has so this is the pair of testes. Between the 9 and 10, the septum is connected. So where it is connected? So between the 9th and 10th segment. And for this pair of testes, the seminal vesicle is present in the 11th segment, and for this pair of testes, the seminal vesicle is located in the 12th segment. So when seeing the size, the former one is smaller in size, and later this second seminal vesicles will be, second pair of seminal will be that is comparatively large in size. Okay, so from this pair of testes, a funnel is collecting the male gamete. From the funnel, it will be reaching the seminal vesicles. There it gets matured and it comes out through the tube called as vasa deferens. Likewise, the second pair of testes also, that male gamete is entering through the funnel, it reaching the voidedessa. So, seminal vesicles, and then it is again collected, get matured there and comes out through the vasa deferens. From the 12th segment, they are running down and reaching the accessory, that is what a prostate and accessory gland, which is located between the 16th to 19th segment. There it further maturation, further process will take place, and then they are opened by a common duct. It is not a common duct, two separate openings there. So that is called as male genital aperture. So you can find on the 18th segment. So if you see, draw the structure in external. If you see the earthworm externally, at this segment you can find. So this is located between the 16th segment and 19th segment, these accessory. Okay. So while we seeing from outside or externally, the earthworm, if you draw from 16, 17, 18, 19 segment, so you can find two male genital aperture in the 18th segment, and here these are the papillae. What is the doing? Papillae. So what I already said, papillae is nothing but it is the opening of accessory glands and prostate gland. Okay, so four papillae. While we seeing the earthworm from ventral side of earthworm externally from outside, you can see only these apertures. These apertures. Children, up to this clear? And one thing I want to say, so this male genital aperture is having one setae. So do you know earthworm is moving or creeping with its stomach? No, it has a small leg-like that is what leg-like part. It is said it is setae. There are two types of setae. One is called as body setae, and another one is called as pineal setae. What is pineal setae? This S-shaped setae, hook-like structure. So this S-shaped setae is presented in the, so near the, what it is that male genital aperture. So this male, what is the main function means? It is useful for the attachment. What it is function? Mainly it is useful for the attachment. So the male worm has to attach with the female worm. So this, and for the prostate function, these pineal setae is very helpful. And one thing I want to say, these accessory gland and prostate gland, what is the function? Its function is act as a semen. Why? What it is? It is act as a semen. So when it is act as a semen, when the two worms get attached, attachment for the copulation, so these glands, or what it is, it will secrete and make the worm to attach, or it makes a bond. So it may act as a semen for the attachment of the two worms. So that is the main function of this what? Accessory gland and the prostate gland. And this accessory glands and prostate glands open through accessory glands open through four opening here. So here two pair and here one pair. So one pair and here one pair. So this is called as papillae. Understood, children? Okay. So let us learn about the female reproductive system. Children, I hope you understood and clear about the male reproductive system. Now we are going to learn about the female reproductive system. So when compared with the male reproductive system, female reproductive system is very easy. And here the hemophore is very important. 2 mark question. Okay? Don't forget. So okay, I am drawing the male reproductive system here. The diagram has to be here, sir, for the comparison. Okay? So now we are going to draw the female. And one thing I want to say that what it is, that spermatheca. So 3 pairs of spermatheca is present between the 6th and 7th segment, 1 pair, 7 and 8 1 pair, and 8 and 9 1 pair. Mainly it is used to store the sperm of that other worm. For example, suppose this is the earthworm A. So it will store the sperm of earthworm bee. So the sperm of earthworm bee. Okay, now let's learn the female reproductive system of earthworm. Okay, so female reproductive system of earthworm. So it is very easy and very simple one. So earthworm between the 13th segment and 14th segment. 13 and 13, 14. So the 13th segment between 10 and 13, between the 10 and 13, sorry, 12 and 13, a small stalk is there, and here one small stalk, and this stalk is followed by the finger-like extension. Finger-like extension. And this is called as pair of ovaries. What it is? Ovaries. Okay. And from the ovary, a funnel-shaped structure. So beneath the pair of ovaries, you can find a funnel-shaped structure which is made up of ciliary, and it is connected and form a single opening in the 14th segment. They are connect and fuse together and connect and open through opening called as female. So this is called as funnel. So this is oviduct. Oviduct, and this is called as female genital pore. Aperture, we can say aperture or we can say pore also. Okay. So this is 14th segment is having the female genital pore. So here, so while we zooming or while we maximizing the size of ovary, you can find a stalk-like structure, and it is followed by the finger-like extension. So you can find a different sized egg inside the finger-like projection like this. You can find the matured eggs in the tips of the finger-like extension. So where will be the opening? So the opening in the terminal area. Okay. So what happens? So if you zoom this ovary, you can see the clear structures. So you can find like a sac-like structure. While seeing externally, you can find a bulgy sac-like structure on the ovary. This is due to the accumulation of the there is ova. So ova size from it is large in size at the tip, and while it goes up, it is small. Early eggs are there. So where the opening will be, here the opens. Okay. So it opens and release the matured egg during the reproduction time and during the matured phase. Okay. Reproductive phase. So once again, so between the 12th and 13th segment, a pair of testes is there, which is started with a small stalk and extended by finger-like projection. This is called as pair of ovaries. What it is said to be? Pair of ovaries, that is male reproductive organ. So from the organs, a funnel is collected. So this funnel is collecting the female gamete, and it opened by a common duct is called as, both the funnel are fused to form a common duct is called as female genital pore. So this is a female reproductive organ, and this is a male reproductive organ, which is very simple and easier. So the female is very simple and easier when compared with the male reproductive system. Children, now we are going to learn about the copulation. What it is? The process of fertilization. Children, are you ready? I hope you understood about the male and female reproductive system clearly. Okay, let's learn about the copulation. Children, I hope you all understood about the male and female reproductive system, and next we are going to learn about the process of copulation and how the fertilization takes place, how the life cycle of earthworm, and how the new egg one is formed in the next class. Children, draw the diagrams properly